everybody. It's Mailbag Day. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
Vince, today we have 4 packages.
Whee!
And at the end, we will have another giant box. But first, here is a package from... Let's get out.
It's from the lovely shores of Manila.
So this is from 92 Kickstart, Damon Begay, and 92 Kickstart has sent us a couple packages in the past, and I think a couple, and I reviewed his comic Mega Monster Mashers somewhat recently, and every time he sends one of these packages, I always totally screw up and rip the top of his thing off. So just so you know, he has his own like stationery, and it's really cool and crisp and nice looking, and then Captain Logan's just gotta mess it all up. Anyway, he writes, "Hey Captain Logan and Vince, thank you so much for the review of my last comic, Mega Monster Mashers. The positive feedback was encouraging, the criticism constructive. Right now, I am making 8-page mini-comics and passing them out to people. That's kind of fun, you know, like chat books, like poems. And that's a fun thing to do, where you're like, you know, it doesn't have to be commercial. You just go, hey, I got this little idea. I'll draw it and then, like, make scans of it and then pass it out to people. That's fun. In the package are 3 of my mini-comics. Hey, we got some of them, Vince. Some more local comics and Teenagers from Mars, which was the comic that gave me confidence to actually make my own comic book. Very cool. It is not perfect, and that's why I liked the story originally. It made me realize there are other kind of comic artists other than Jack Kirby, Jim Lee, and Alex Ross that still have strong storytelling abilities. Your pal, Damon Begay, 92 Kickstart." Thanks for that. That was a nice letter. Let's see what he sent us, Vince. I've been more and more...
comics.
Wow, I'm so surprised. More and more, I have been really enjoying getting these, you know, original little independent underground things from people. It's a lot of fun, and these are the sorts of things that you don't see in your regular life. Like, you know, people send us this stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. We get to see other people's creativity. So we've got these little mini comics. That's really fun. Those
are neat.
Yeah, they're neat. Like I said, it's sort of like poetry chat books, and the art's really good too. And like it's yeah, it's fun. You know, it's penned and it's really sketchy, but it's awesome looking.
You know, I think these type of things are really neat for people who are creators to go to conventions and sell little comics for $1. I mean, I think that's entirely worthwhile.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah,
it gets you out there just a little bit.
Corporate bastard. There's no I in murder. However, there is a me.
I kind of like that. That's funny.
Anyway, there's a word I don't usually say, except for in the case of I'm reading this, and also check out Tim Lyons of the Kansas City Bastards. Let's see, paranoiexia.
Paranoir.
Paranoirexia. That's even. Oh wow, it's like a triple. Amazing Arizona Comics and Teenagers from Mars. The font is immediately reminiscent of Mirage Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They are teenagers.
Makes sense because it's got the word teenage in it. Yeah, let's see what the art looks like. Yeah, okay.
I feel like that's a Misfits song, Teenagers from Mars.
Is it?
I think it might be.
Vince and I have entirely different tastes in music. Well, not entirely different tastes.
Not entirely.
But it's like I've got like one whole subsection I do, and you've got one whole subsection you do that neither of us cross, and then like.
You know what's funny? Today, because I was wearing this T-shirt, so coincidentally,
we both like a little bit of metal, and we both like a little bit of like arena rock and stuff.
I'm a little punkier, and you're a little country, and I'm a little bit rock and roll.
No, don't call me that. I'm not country. Well,
that's not fair at all.
I'm a little country from where I'm from, but I'm not really into country.
I was just making a joke about the Osmonds.
Oh.
But
okay.
I'm a little bit country. You know.
I just felt the need to, you know.
Incidentally, I really like classic country.
Okay,
but modern country, not so much.
This is... So anyway, thanks, 92 Kickstart.
Thank you.
Totally take a look at your awesome little comics. And now, we got another package from Australia. Australia.
Ooh.
I just meant little in size.
Yes.
Not in any other...
In scope.
Yes.
Little in size.
Okay, so we got some DVDs from someone in Australia. Now, if I remember this box, we did not get a letter with this. I don't know who sent this. And they spent a fair amount of money sending this to us, so thank you. Really cool of you. I don't know who sent this. At first I thought maybe it was Magpie. I asked Magpie. He said, no, I've got something else coming for you, but I didn't send DVDs. I don't know who this is.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy from Australia.
You're right. It totally is. Because, you know, it says so. But anyway, I don't even see a name on it any place.
It might be ID recorded.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, Air Mail. I remember Mr. Mail. He's a terrific guy.
Okay, so we got the 2-disc special edition of Iron Man, which I don't have. I only have the single disc, so that's pretty cool. We'll get to see some special features we haven't seen. And then we got the first 2 seasons of Misfits. Have you ever seen this show?
No.
That's not a show.
No, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah, I remember that now. It's that's fascinating.
How old is that?
Oh, not particularly old.
Oh, okay.
It's, I think, within the last few years.
Is it any good?
I know some people that like it. It's not my style.
Probably not mine either.
It's...
What do you? Well,
I'm glad
I'll
he sent
try
it to
anything.
us. Yeah, we're willing to try it. It's not terrible. It's just not my style. I don't find the protagonists to be particularly endearing.
And then we got the the Ultimate Collector's Edition of the Superman films on DVD. That's really cool. Now, do you have all these?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, I have 1 and 2.
Okay,
I don't have
but
3 and 4.
do you have this set?
No, I do not.
Okay, because I do, so this is yours.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there's lots of really awesome special features on that, so take a look. That also gives you all the Fleischer cartoons and stuff like that, so
neat.
Anyway, you're going to want that if you don't have it already.
I do.
Yeah, so...
Thank you, Australian
very cool.
person.
Yes, thank you, Australia person.
Please leave a comment and tell us who you are.
Yes, please do. We really appreciate it. Wow, it's neat stuff in that box. Very cool of you. Thanks very much. And we'll decide on the rest of these after the show.
Indeed.
Can you put that over there? Next up!
I have a pocket knife, provided that helps.
Well, I've already opened this.
I have a pocket knife, provided it doesn't help.
This is another... Let's see, where's the... Oh, man, there was a note with this. Did I lose the note?
Is it underneath the box?
Yeah, so I open it up backwards, which is... Okay, well...
Which is no wonder.
Yeah, okay. So that box will be going in the trash very soon.
The contents will come out of it before that happens.
Now, I want you to take a look at a couple of these comics and tell me if you can guess who this came from.
X-Men. Oh.
Who do you think? Who do you think? Take a look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I'm just gonna let it happen.
Comics Kid 2099.
Is it really?
Yes, and he writes, "Hey guys, you may remember me from sending you some stuff from before. We remember you from all kinds of stuff, Comics Kid. Not the least of which being getting the trivia question right first on almost every live event we do. Yeah, I think that's accurate. Here are some more X-Men comics to fill in more holes in your collections. I hope you don't already own these. You might even like some of them. I was wondering if I should, if I could mention a webcomic I'm working on, and if you guys could mention it out loud so that others might take a gander. The name of the strip is Chronicles of the Broken Sword. It's a fantasy/comedy webcomic. I put out 1 page a week with 2 strips on each page. I've included a hyperlink URL that would take you to this webcomic, but if you use Google and type in Chronicles of the Broken Sword, it is the second option that appears. Maybe someday my Chronicles will be the first. And then he leaves the URL, which I'll try to remember to put in the description. Anywho, I just wanted to send you guys another batch of comics. Thanks very much, and I hope they find you well. You may do with them as you will. Sell them, review them, donate them, keep them, or use them as reading material in the restroom. I leave it in your hands. Yours sincerely, Comics Kid 2099. Thanks again. This is like the 3rd box he sent us in 2 months, Vince.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much. You have, like, created my X-Men collection. Like, I thought I had an X-Men collection, now I've got more of one, and, I'm giving, and I mean, Vince has taken some of this stuff. Thanks very much. Very cool of you.
Indeed.
Indeed. So, yeah, we'll go through all this stuff and figure out who needs what.
We definitely have some X-Men.
Here's a trade of Uncanny...
Generation X, Factor X...
A lot of, like, more installments
Generation
of things
Next,
he's sent
rather.
recently, yeah.
The Amazing X-Men, The Astonishing X-Men, X-Men Prime. I'm just kind of flipping them to the camera. Like, see? No, I didn't. Too bad. Uncanny X-Men. We have, ooh, Cable. Hey. Cable might end up being mine. I'm kind of a fan of Olivetti's artwork. I just think it's terrific. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, X Factor. Man, there's a bunch of titles in here. What do you know? This guy must really like X-Men. I'm telling you.
Or doesn't anymore. I'm just kidding.
Or he's like, I'm done with it. Here you go. There's X Factor, Layla Miller, Ghost Rider 2099, which has so much to do with the X-Men, it's ridiculous. Excalibur. There's just some X-Men. I thought I would get it organized while you were talking, but
I'm done.
You're done. Indeed. There we go. I've mentioned all of the different titles. The rest of them are just numbers. That's a really cool cover, though. It's neat.
Let's put this back in the non-box.
The non-box.
And now,
put
Vince...
this back in the fold.
Thanks again, Comics Kid. Really cool of you. We will go through all that stuff and figure out who gets what, and anything we don't keep, of course, we'll use for prizes and stuff. We've gotten lots and lots of comics from folks, and what we do with them is just what he said. Sometimes we give them away if we don't need them or we have them already, and a lot of the time we divvy them up and we keep them for our various collections. Now, it's time, Vince, for the Giant Box!
That's right! It's time for the Giant Box!
Giant Box. Here we go. This is really cool. So, this comes from, make sure I can get his name right. This comes from Michael Rhodes, who sent me a Facebook message about a week ago and said, I have something I know you said you need. Would you like it? I said, sure. Was flabbergasted he was willing to send it to me. Michael Rhodes sent me a Blu-ray player.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So now I have a Blu-ray player. Yeah, which is really, really, really neat of you. Thank you so much. I mentioned in a review, I was talking about Stargate, and I was making fun of the disc on Stargate, because the DVD on Stargate, because it's such an old DVD that on one side you have half the movie and you have to flip it to watch the other half.
My Goodfellas is exactly the same way.
And it's only 2 hours long. I don't understand that. Anyway, so I was making fun of that, but then in the review I felt the need to say, I'm not watching Blu-rays right now, and this is the reason I'm doing it on a DVD. And he said, well, obviously you need a DVD player. Would you like this? I have an extra one. And I was like, wow, that's really nice of you. So I've plugged this in. It works fantastically. It looks awesome. I've already watched some stuff on it. And he also sent some Blu-rays. And we can divvy these up if there's anything in here you need, Vince. But we got a number of Blu-rays here. So we got Reservoir Dogs, Ultimate Avengers Collection. We got a double feature of Equilibrium and Renaissance with Daniel Craig, which I've never heard of. I don't know what that is.
Equilibrium's good, but I've never seen Renaissance.
So that's interesting. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2, which I was missing. I don't have that one. I think I'm only missing a couple, and that's one of them.
Otherwise known as Harry Potter.
Then Interview with a Vampire, which is a movie I like quite a bit. Predators, which I've still never seen, so that's awesome. This one is the only DVD set, but cool. I did not have these, so this is awesome for the superhero collection. Thanks so much. Here is the theatrical serials collection. Yay. I don't have these, and I've never sat down and watched them, so I'm really stoked about that. AVP Requiem and AVP, neither of which I've ever felt the need to sit down and watch.
This may or may not surprise you. I wouldn't mind snagging the AVP and the Predators. Mainly because Predators I liked, and I've not seen Requiem and AVP, just to kind of fill out the rest of the collection.
Let me watch that, though.
Indeed.
That one I want to watch.
It's worth watching. It's not bad.
Did you need any of these others?
I have all of them except
this one?
This and this.
Okay. All right. Well, we can
talk about it.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I think that's everything. Thank you so much. That was just like one of the nicest things anybody's ever sent. I really, really appreciate it. And now I have a reason to start buying Blu-rays, Vince. So yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, and now you'll be like, oh look, the picture is quite a lot better.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, I've already had that experience. Yeah.
Walking through a store, you go, oh,
That's not what I meant. I plugged it in already. But anyway. Well, everybody, thanks a lot for watching Mailbag Day. Really appreciate it. And if you ever want to send anything for us to review, or for giveaways, or just to see our eyes widen with intense anticipation at opening a box or a package, you can send those things to Geekvolution. P.O. Box 14183, Lenexa, Kansas 66285. And thanks as always for watching. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Vince.